Look at here. Did we go live? Oh, y'all thought y'all was rid of me, but y'all ain't, because I'm back. I'm back once more again. Look, now I'm finna finish up the show. Y'all thought it was over. Nope. Got one more to go. Got one more to go. Got one more to go. Look, the boy's back. The boy's back in town once more again. I got my, as I said, I got my t-shirts and my cap on. I got my t-shirt and my hat on, and I am here. I am here once more again, um, doing this wonderful, wonderful event. Um, it has been marvelous. It has been marvelous. It is spectacular. But I could not leave the scene without interviewing this lady. I actually helped her with her hair. Tell me I did. Uh-uh. When you was in there, when you was in there,
Yes, you did.
when,
You did
when,
volunteer.
did I help you?
Yes.
Bam, see? No, I did not say to what extent. I said what? I helped you. I helped to get a haircut. I did. The country boy. Would that make me a hairdresser now? Because I did help with the hair. She ain't trying to get me done, boy. Boy, she's sticking to the line on that thing. She like, technically. Look, we're back. We're back. This lady right here, as y'all know, with the others that came before her. Country Boy is not about introducing. He's about turning this over to the ones who duly deserve the attention, and it ain't me. It's these wonderful, wonderful ladies who are here, crowned, uh, crowned, crowned. Um, these spectacular women who have a story, who have a journey that they have all endured, that they're all here to share. So, I'll start by asking you. Yeah, introduce yourself, young lady.
My name is Takara Harris, and so I am from a small town in Collins, Michigan. Um, Voice of Men always sing it. Yes.
Look, I'm going like, why have I heard of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And, it's been a long way, and and then my journey here. I was in Nashville
Okay.
about 20 years, and then made it here to Houston.
You on stage Nashville? You a singing Nashville?
No, I
Grand Ole Opry?
went to the original TSU. I'm gonna put that out to the state universities.
Tell them again. Good. Say that again.
The original TSU.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You the other TSU. She from the original TSU, Tennessee State University. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So, tell us more about you, your journey, your story, your.
So, a little something about me, I would say, being, I was a single mother for a while. I had a son and then I had a daughter. And with that, um, with my journey as being a single parent and moving into, um, I would say, a rocky relationship with the second, with my daughter's father, was it was more of learning to rebuild after being broken.
Mm.
I can say yes, that I was completely broken. Just dealing with someone that was a typical addict, drug addict, that relapse all the time. In addition, just having that verbal abuse, and I mean, someone who's on drugs always have withdrawals, attitude changes, you know, different things like that. So, it's just learning to rebuild and actually be a strong mother, and just covering that for your children. So hopefully they will never remember what happened
Right.
then.
Wow. Wow. And that's quite a lot to endure, especially with being a mother as well. found yourself place for children. And so how long have you been here?
I'm about 3 years.
Oh, so you knew.
I'm new.
Uh, so how you like it here?
I love it. I love it. Yes.
You here from Tennessee?
From Tennessee. Totally different.
I was just gonna say, yeah. You walked into something when you walked in. Yeah, buddy, you wouldn't. Mm-hmm.
Totally different. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. So tell us more about you and your family, or what brought you here to the city.
So with that, I really recently got married. Probably 4 or 5 years. So.
She, she was there. I still can't remember.
So I always say I've been single longer than I've been married, but it was just a fresh new start.
Okay.
And I told him I want to come to Texas. That was one thing. So we really packed and came on a house sight unseen and showed up. And with children now, one that's in college, and then my daughter soon to be 16. So, just have both of them, and they really love it here. I can tell you that, and it's more of just having that diversity and, dealing with close neighbors and,
Right.
it's
Oh, yeah.
very, yes,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all can shake hands.
yes,
Yeah. They know,
definitely.
they know what you listen to on TV.
And definitely. Yes, it's very, very close. I can definitely tell you that. But yes, but everybody's garage door is open to see. So.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So tell us what is it that inspired you or brought you out to this event?
What inspired me is, I know it's one of history moments.
Yes.
And then it's the fact of celebrating. It's nothing. We moved on, and most of us moved on, and most of us are still fighting to try to get rid of, any, say, just get rid of any bad feelings, or you always have to forgive.
Right.
Forget. You don't have to forget,
Right.
but you always have to forgive what happened in order to move on.
Yes.
And that's like the hardest thing to do. And so I think it's something for women to like celebrate. And, we are heroes. Like we put everything together.
Right.
Just on that. So that's what really inspired me to come and make yourself feel beautiful. Just have that free time. Be open. Have that self-care.
Yes. I totally agree. And I'm gonna get to this beauty here in a minute, but I have this first one. So let me ask you about the this. Recently married, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So now can you all up in your business. Since you're the last one here, country boy can do a country boy style. So can you tell us how that was coming out of such a situation and going through and dealing with that? Because I'm gonna give my opinion, then I'm gonna let you be like, no, that ain't how it worked with me. In my opinion is that two people that meet both come with baggage. But what makes it work is when both agree and create a place of safety where they can unpack their bags together. Now, seeing that this ain't even recent. You ain't even, that honeymoon been over. You said 5, 4, 5. Husband, she said 4, 5. I know you got it down with your one. But to come together and to bring that, how was that transition for you? I'm not sure how long you were.
Like dating.
Yeah.
I would say it was like, in order to heal, you have to stop.
Mm.
You can't move on and keep dumping your baggage on different relationships. It wasn't gonna work that way. So it was just more about having that time to myself before I ventured out to date. And no, I was not looking for my husband,
Right.
at all, and definitely wasn't looking. It was just a full match. It was really a matchmaker. just set up with between a mutual friend. And just with that, of just starting fresh, yeah, I can let him know my story. He let me know his story, and it's just the difference of having that insurance. Like, hey, I'm not.
Right.
This is something that's not going to go on, or just make sure that you know I'm okay. Just to see that, and it helps a lot. It still helps a lot, but mostly it's more of I can't let him see or deal with what happened, a past relationship. Like this has to be brand new. This has to be fresh. Anytime I feel that way, it's just more of like, let me pause. Like I don't want to react,
Right. Right.
react to him. Let me pause. Let me think about it, and let me come back. I don't want to just build up and just have this build up of anger or anything like that, and especially has nothing to do with it. So that is something that you can work on daily, just to do that. But I don't want to start any mess and just you can't have that breakup just because you can't let go of your past.
Wow. That's amazing. What you said is taking accountability, responsibility for it. You start maybe to have a sense of something that triggered something, and understanding that it ain't you. It was this thing that triggered. So instead of me lashing out at you,
Yes.
let me let me hold up. Wait a minute. Let me reprocess this.
Yes.
Wow, that speaks volumes, because you know how many people automatically, just because it looked like something that I've seen before, then it must be.
Yes, definitely. Yes. It looks like it could be a red flag, but I'm just making up that red flag and just seeing different colors. But yes,
Come on, man. I like that. I'm gonna make up some colors. I seen a flag. Was it red? I seen a flag. Wow, that is tremendous. Um, and for you two to be able to come together, um, and do that, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes about the process. Or something else you spoke about is taking the time.
yes,
Do you know? Again, just my country is a my personal thing. Do you know how many folks jump and don't take it? Let me say this. You know how many folks rush out of something into something, not because they want something, but only because they don't want to be by themselves.
mhm, yes. That happens a lot. Like definitely, and I can see that. But it's a point where you have to be comfortable in your loneliness.
Mm,
You like I can go out to the movies by myself, take myself on a date. I don't need to have somebody. It's just more of I have to grow to do that. I know some people are like, oh, I just can't do that. I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. But no, it's like taking a step back and enjoying and loving you.
yes, yes. I totally agree. I always tell folks, if you don't want to spend time with you, why do you think somebody else will? If you can't handle your own presence, I mean, really, I mean, if you can't spend time by yourself, why do you think somebody else want to be around you?
Right.
But that um, taking that time, because that time does a lot. That time gives you time to reflect. That time gives you time to allow things to heal. Um, for you to, not repeat the same patterns. Because if you're rushing into something, you're rushing into it, you tend to repeat the same patterns, or pick the same things. Uh, a lot of times, the behavior and all those things are still the same. It's just a different face on it. That makes sense.
Yes, definitely. Um, and it's like you're choosing to pick your own demons.
Yes. Hey, man. I tell folks all the time, I stopped because my picker's broke. Hold up. We're gonna put it in the shop because my picker is broke. I ain't even running that pick. Um, but that. So how is it? the time with and I hear that you said you. Let me ask, because I'm going to be nosy now. You said you told him up in Tennessee you want to move to Texas. Did you say Texas? Or did you say Houston?
Houston.
Oh, you picked Houston. You went on the map. And so, what's the tie? What is the connection? Because you told me you from way up yonder way.
Yes, I'm from far away. No, I visited a couple times. My mom did move here, um, and which was fine. She didn't show me too much of the city, but I was like, okay, no. I was like, this is like I think it's the place that I want to go. Just really was tired of Nashville, and it was just like, no, I want to try something.
So, had your husband ever been used?
No, it was we visit. I got him to come down like it was probably like one time before, but no, he's never. He was fully trusting in me. I can tell you that. Like,
No, she got a real. She ain't never moved here. She.
so yes, it was 100% trusting me for us to come down here. And yes, he loves it.
I'm
He
sure.
loves
I mean, this like, I mean, where else can you get 4 seasons in 4 hours? I mean,
it. Yes.
where else? I mean, this is Houston. Yeah. Wow. All right. So on to business. On to business. On to business. So he told us about the place and you coming out. Um, so how's it feel? How's it feel to be a part of this? Um, to be, I don't even know what they did. Tell me everything they did. How's that? How does that?
It's wonderful. Now, what I have on from Clothes Mentor, just trying on and dressing like formal. I mean, it's just, yes, formal wear. I mean, I love it. And, just having my hair done, which I'm really not that person to get their hair done all the time.
Okay.
Just to do that and, just makeup, like that's really not me. But I love it just because I can see the other side of it. It's just like rebuilding yourself. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Just want to try and be out without being out. So I think that was beautiful, and just not even just me, just to watch everybody. Um, you know, I like to see one of my sisters here too,
Okay.
and just to get her and then watch her really get dressed up and look nice. And, I mean, she was really beautiful earlier today, and so and then some people are just having that confidence. Um, it's, I would say yes, it was really hard to get confidence back, and just to see yourself because you don't. It's like you don't need another man or you don't need someone else to tell you you're beautiful or you love you. You just look in the mirror, and see it within yourself. And so I think that's a big thing for some of the ladies today, just having that confidence of, getting pictures taken by the photographer and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I agree with that because sometimes we can become so emotionally, mentally, and spiritually down to that vision, even seeing it. It's not. It looks like there's, the mirror's cracked because we're looking at what has been.
Yes. It's more of you're just seeing your story, but someone on the outside, they don't know your story.
Right.
No one can tell what you've been through at all. So
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Well, I will tell you, you look lovely. I did help her with the hair. Thank you. Thank you to hairstylist. Skeleton boy. Went it to my repertoire now as a hairstylist. But you look lovely. The hair, the makeup, man. That is. What's your husband? Your husband go what? Yeah. She like go home and say, let's move to Hawaii. Let's go. Packing now. Man. Well look, Let me ask you same question I've asked everybody else. Um, at this moment, at this time, everything that you have gone through, dealt with, overcome. So right now, what would you say? What is the thing that you're on the other side of?
I, I would say um, I move so much. Like I couldn't imagine me being in the place that I am because sometimes you do have to hit rock bottom, and sometimes you have to go there to find yourself in order for you to move up. Because after that, I was able to, buy my first house as a single mother. Being able to get that and just have assistance and just be able to build my credit, like to regain on things I thought was impossible. Just to see that. So I will always say there is hope. You got to think outside the box. Exposure always expands expectations, and to never limit yourself, and definitely never to put limits on yourself.
That is that is amazing. Exposure always
Expands your expectations.
exceeds your expectations. I would use that. Them some big words for me, and I would use them for me. I like it. Try exposure always expands your expectations. I'm glad I said it on live. That way I can go back and listen to it. I don't remember that. So with all of that, with coming through the other relationships, moving into the wonderful relationship now to from wreck
Yes.
to restoration, um, to being a single mom, to all of those things that you have successfully walked, this journey that you have successfully walked. So what is your life?
Uh, my why. Um, I, I think it's I mean, my why is nothing really but God, and He wants and expects better for me. You know, like I'm a child of God. Like He sees nothing less, and I definitely say that. And then my why is to push and move forward my children. You know, they have, even though it's a blended family, they have a great stepdad that acts, as their one-on-one, dad.
Right.
Just having that. So, having that stability, and you can't be uncomfortable. Like some people get comfortable in, what is that word? Dysfunction, and just starting off with dysfunction. And so you can't get comfortable in that. And so that is definitely what I don't want for my children.
Well, as we close this another segment, another wonderful segment with this lady just doing a good job. She missed today up in here. She going out tonight. Let me ask you this: the message from you, with all the wisdom, with the journey that you have traveled, the miles that you have traveled, the things that not only that you have, the lessons you've learned, not just the lessons you've learned, but the lessons that you have applied. You learn a whole bunch of stuff, you don't apply nothing.
Right.
And we will be wrong with folks. They learn stuff, they ain't apply nothing. With the lessons you've learned, the things you apply to your life. Inside of you, you have to leave a message for the future, for the future generations, for your great, 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 great grandkids, and anybody else's great, 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 great grandkids. What would that message from you be to them?
I think my message would be sometimes you put yourself in a situation, sometimes you need to really step outside the box and you need to look into that situation. Because being in a situation, you think everything's normal, and it's not. Like it's not correct. And so step outside the box. Like, because if someone else told you, you're like, oh no, I know you didn't. Like, yes, like, no, leave him tomorrow. Like that type of situation. But having that and just stepping outside the box, and then becoming that person where you love yourself, and you have value yourself, and you expect more for yourself
Right.
because you are a child of God. I think it's just more of loving and taking time to know yourself. It's like, do I want to date myself? Just like you said earlier, correct.
That's it.
It's just on that, and what do I expect, and what do I want to get out of it? Just never accept anything.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much. Any live shout outs to the kids, to the husband? Hey, she come home talking about she finna move somewhere. I ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do. But any shout outs, go ahead. Have your way.
Well, just shout out to Aurielle. She really did pick me up with my hair, and then and my makeup. He did assist, co-assistant on that. So definitely a close mentor for helping. So it's been a truly wonderful experience.
Thank you. I was talking about some personal shout outs to the kids, to the husband, because, I mean,
Shout out to my husband Michael for just really, really being there and being that go, being there for me. So love you.
and kids, she love y'all too. She ain't
Yes,
forget it, boy.
Yes.
Hey, I was trying. I'm telling you, I was trying. No, thank you so very much. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you sharing your why. I appreciate you sharing. Well, let me ask you this. Since you are the last guest, got the microphone here, you put it back. Stop. Real question for you. What do you want your legacy to look like?
That's the deep question. I think my legacy is just more. I would love to have generational wealth, generational build common sense, but yes, oh, that does not come around often.
It ain't so common no more.
No. Of just to do that, but it's just more of I want to be able to be that role model, you know, for people to look up to. Of hey, you can get out of this situation. You can get on your feet. It is possible. You can jump credit scores and afford to get what you want. It takes time. You can't do it overnight. It's just having that patience, and so that is definitely something that I would love to have, and and help women that really go through some things, and need just not to give up. So definitely.
Well, thank you once again. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Thanks to my girl out here for allowing me to come and set in her place up in here. It's nice. I'm really ending this time. This is like it for real, because I got a plate of food, and y'all know I like to eat. But it has been a wonderful time. I was tell y'all the truth. I told you earlier. I had forgotten I was supposed to be over here. When she called me, I was like, I thought she was calling me about the other interview. She was like, no, today. I'm like, what's today? But I made it. And the thing is that I truly believe in timing. It was God's timing. It was the right timing. Because it all takes place at that time. So as I end this, I will say this. I can get to say it for the real ending now. You gonna hurt my head before. You ready? Oh, this is about to go down. This is about to go down. She better get something. She better get something in Houston she ain't never got before. Look here. Understand this. I believe this. I believe this from all my heart. I believe that God gave us three things. Y'all getting it today. You getting it Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. I believe God gave us three things. He gave us instructions. He gave us vision, and He gave us purpose. Hear this when I say this. A whole bunch of us don't read the instructions, but they there. The instructions are there, plain. And the vision, everybody is not going to support your vision. Everybody ain't going to see your vision. Everybody's not going to believe in your vision. But don't you lose your sight because they can't see your vision. And lastly, purpose. Let me tell you something. What I've learned in all these years is this, is that when you walk in your purpose, a lot of people will walk away from you. When you walk in your purpose, a lot of people will tell you, don't be doing that. Oh, you think you this, you think you that. They are not going to be there when you walk in your purpose. And let me tell you this, don't stop walking because they ain't walking with you. You continue to walk in your purpose. You continue to be all that God has called you to be. Don't you stop, don't you quit, don't you give up, don't you give in, because purpose is a powerful thing. Understand this, when you walk in your purpose, what you have just done is laid the track for somebody else to walk in theirs. When you walk in your purpose, what you've done is laid the tracks for somebody else to walk in theirs. That's how connected we really all are, whether we know it or we don't. See, because God didn't make no mistakes. And He didn't create anything that was not useful. Everything is useful. Everything has purpose. You just have to discover what yours is. Not what somebody else says yours is, but what He is giving you. And it's gonna go down right now. It's gonna go down right now. I ain't never said this on a Sunday. It's usually on Mother's Show. But y'all give it on a Sunday. Oh, when you woke up this morning and you open your eyes, you cleaned out your ears and you tried to hear. But the words of the country boy were just not clear. And if you was out there today, looking up, looking down, listening over here, and listening all around, but you still didn't hear these words. Well, here it is, because she got a big old clock up on the wall. 6:31. Houston time. Oh, let me refresh that. Katie time. On behalf of myself, your favorite country boy, all the way from exit 81, the Louisiana country boy, here, out here in Katy, supporting these beautiful, marvelous, strong, fantastic, amazing ladies. I say this, and I say this with my chest stuck out. I love you. I love you. I love each and every one of you. And I love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing, absolutely, positively, nothing that you can do about it. I will be back on Monday. Then I'll be back on Wednesday. But until then, y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace. Be out. I'm gonna click this button. I'm gonna get all up in your face in the plate. I'm gonna click this button because I'm finna end this over with. I don't care what y'all say. We're looking at me. Boom. Ain't good. Hey, love y'all too. We out.